Good evening once again. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We're outside Mogholm, the new location where we seem to be getting our next bunch of quests from. The hell is all this about? Emptier of purses. We already have one of those. Mender of sticks. Okay. They're the merchant and mender, I guess. We've done a little bit of exploring in this area, so I've been up and down looking for some Aetheryte achievement points. Found one, I think. Or was it two? Oh, one or two. Two. So let's go and do these trials that they want us to accomplish to prove our worth to a bunch of floating cat teddy bear hybrids with pom-poms on their heads. Mogwin, you'll do for the first one. Ooh, get a book off you. Oh no, we don't. We would if we were a scholar. But I'll take the materia, I believe. Yeah. Mogwin's the name and art's my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you've come. Chieftain Moglin has determined that I test your trustworthiness. As I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. Okay. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts from the open market. Wow. You must find it, question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such vibrant colour and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm. What do you know, Mogormo? Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Looks like you've got some critics here, matey boy. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece. Oh, happy day. If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? Mogtor. I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Somal's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. Okay. Did we go back and tell Mogwin? Yes, we do. Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. Ahem. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. Okay. I'm currently sitting in the middle of a pile of Amazon boxes. As I said in the last video, had some parcels arriving today, and some of them have been rather large boxes. So yes, I am currently swamped with cardboard, which will all go in the recycling because I'm very conscientious that way, don't you know? Where does it want me to go? Can I get up that way? I must be able to. No, that leads down. Surely. Or is there a different way? I dislike this area purely because the map seems to show routes that you can take, and they're not. That to me, I mean, you can sort of slightly tell with the different shade in there, but to me that looks like a completely surmountable path. Yet it is not. So do we get out through... Ah, I see. I see now. Well, I guess you could say part of it is just me being blind. But I'm not a big fan of these types of stages, maps, whatever you want to call it. I much prefer things ordered and laid out in a nice, easy, idiot-proof way. That's how I like my gaming. I am, of course, only joking. I put together a little DayZ video, finished it off this morning. Just a compilation of the stuff that I managed to get recorded while I was still in the game before it kicked me. Turned out quite well. Did end up using some copyrighted music on it though, so it did get claimed. But that's fine, I don't really care. As long as it's not a copyright strike, a claim I can eat, because I don't make any money off these videos anyway, haha. Right, got the pebble, I assume. Yes. An ordinary rock awash with extraordinary colour. What that colour represents, however, you cannot discern from any angle. Am I being an idiot again? The answer is probably yes. Oh, did some more dungeons before. Another 6 more of these, and I can get the next mount in the list. I think there's about 3 or 4 more to get. Alright, here's your stupid pebble. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, not safe to the eyes though. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. So it's a red mage, astrologian or whatever they're called, scholar, conjurer, and WHM, white mage. Take the materia, thank you very much, and on to the next trial. Mog. Yeah. We'll be going for the materia again. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mog. I know. I'm the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you've ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. I think that's what they're trying to do. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs, slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Perhaps indeed. Oh, I got the shock of my life before as well. I went out to do some shopping, and as I'm turning around to shut my front door behind me and lock it up, I had my headphones in, so I couldn't really hear what was going on. And these two tiny dogs ran up behind me and started sort of yapping behind me and trying to get in the door. I was like, what the hell is going on? And it was somebody over the road had been out on the front, and the dogs had obviously seen me open the door and got quite excited. Run over. It was, you know, fairly pleasant. They were nice dogs. It was just one of those small things running around my feet, trying to yap and do things. I don't know. Not really a dog person. I think it's they're quite energetic and overbearing sometimes, and I prefer cats in the sense that cats will sometimes do very little, which a lot of people say is their lack of appeal as far as they're concerned. But I kind of prefer it in a pet. You know, obviously you get cat people and dog people. I don't really have anything against dogs as such. I just don't think I would have one as a pet. Unless it was a pug. Now, that is something that a lot of people kind of give me the sideways eye and go, oh, you'd have a pug. Well, that's, you know, you're not supposed to have them and it's not good. And I agree. I do agree with that. They're not. I don't know. It's one of those things where I feel bad. But if there was a rescue pug, I would have that. I wouldn't buy from a breeder or anyone like that. They are adorable. It's unfortunate the way that their faces are all smushed, and I think I don't know very much about them, but from what I've heard, they have like breathing difficulties and things like that, which is cruel. Were there to be a pug in existence that needed a good home, I would be hard pressed to resist. Anyway, that situation aside. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees. Wonderful. You're as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptance of acts of admiration. Accepted act of... I don't know. Whatever you said. Whatever you said, mate. Right, that's that trial done. Looks like there's some other secondary quests to do, but we will do those off recording. What do you have? Yep. Hello. Yes, I am Moghan. Foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my chore. Trial. Yes. Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Ale Tom. Don't know. It's the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Oh, it's not the safest of places. Okay. Good to know. Am I going out this way? Yeah. Yeah, as far as pets are concerned, I couldn't have one in this bloody house anyway. Just because of... I mean, I suppose technically I could, because I have the ground floor. I have the garden access, so if I had a pet that needed to go out, it would be possible. But while I was out of the house or away, it would either have to be content with being an outdoors animal or staying confined in a small room all day, which I don't think it would be too happy about. Alright, where's this bloody flower? So yeah. I mean, I could have like a goldfish or a hamster, I guess, or something. I see no need to do that. I'd much rather have a more engaging pet. One more thing to go. I guess it's behind this tree stump. No. No, it's not. Where are you? Well, I'm out of the area. So it's obviously back in this direction. Maybe it's up and around this corner. On top of here. Yep, there it is. Gimme. Okay, let's go back to our esteemed Moogle colleagues / slave drivers and get our reward. Nearly at level 72. Not been intentionally sort of grinding levels. It's just come as a side effect of doing those dungeons continuously. Getting those tombstones. So I think 6.1 goes live middle of April. So once that happens, this event will finish. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Nope. Got it right here. Oh, yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my Pom Tonic. Okay. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your Pom losing its bounce? Then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Don't think I have a Pom. Unless you're referring to something else. You have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglin and await his judgment. Done. Geico, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moggen, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, and as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Alright, come on, Alpha Node. Oops, just missed what you said then. He said, are these trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working as like packed chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? Yes. I don't really see why I should be the one telling everybody to reassemble. I'll go your trials, warrior of light. I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? It's messaging me. Such contradictions aside, our hosts seem entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favoured such attacks. It was meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here, swiftly, Geico. I like not this place. Oh, come on, Estinian. But yeah, I agree. I don't like it either. Canny Senna. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Moggle Mog the XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Yeah, I was just thinking that actually. The Moogles legend is that they all came down from the sky. Okay, so this might be where that legend originates. What sorcery is this? My heart should stir at mere bluffiness. Oh. Geico, I was... No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision? Well, let us not keep him waiting then. I suspect you want to stay. You can, if you want. So one more person. Come on. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. Aye, move your fluffy arse. Right then. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. You absolute piece of crap. And have our labours proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Thingamajig could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Marvellous. Grrr. Oh dear. The horn. Bring out the horn. Quickly now. What do I do with that? We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Morgan may have sat on it. So we need some time for cleaning and polishing and straightening. No lasting harm done though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We're in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Thingamajig. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of... Your concern is appreciated, but I'm quite certain that Thingamajig will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. For once, I actually agree with you, Estinian. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Cooper. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Mogholm your home amongst the clouds. Oh, that's nice. Diplomacy has been served. Bye. Right. For now, let's get the hell out of here. Oh, I've still got another... I've got to speak to Moghan. Complete the mission. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found the time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. Now all the errands are done, and the horn is fixed. So all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Yeah, marvellous. Thanks. Is that... That's the next mission. Right, okay. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphanord is looking for you. Thanks. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. I am ready. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? God, if you just talk to everybody, just back off. Alphanord, Geico, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. It is we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplo Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. Aw. And it's to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Bye-bye. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way. Thingamajig awaits. Yes, we have business to attend to. And a dragon to potentially kill, I guess. What? Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seethes unseen. Okay. Right, let's go before anybody else wants to talk to us. Any Aether currents nearby? 810 yalms to the north. I think that one might just be out of our reach, you know. Right, Morgan, let's go. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Thingamajig's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. That's up there, I think. Oh no, it's there. That giant palace there. First things first though, we need to make for Asar. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Okay. Right. Let's go. Come back and do all these in a minute. Well, I say in a minute. Later. Might actually nip and get a drink as well, so probably cut here and then... Oh. Ooh, it looks like we've actually got a fight that we've got to do. Interesting. I mean, that wasn't really that much of a fight, but okay. Yep, I'm gonna go and get a drink. I will be back in a minute. Okay, it looks like we've got another enemy. I thought it was just going to be that one, but... No, those two, should I say. Oh, we've got a dragon in waiting. Another one. Oh. No, we've got more than one. Right, why? This is one thing that annoys me about the targeting in this game. So I've got two target buttons set up. One of them is middle mouse, which is just target nearest enemy. And the other one is tab, which is cycle through enemies. Now, obviously that Archaeosaur was behind us. It was over here. It came from over there. So I highly doubt that was the closest enemy. Yet for some reason, that was what the game targeted. I mean, the probability is I'm doing something wrong. But I just don't understand why it would target an enemy up here, which is where I'm guessing it was, when there were quite clearly two dragons there. I don't know. Anyway. Irrelevant. This must be Eel Tom, however you pronounce that. Oh no, it's a Sar. Yeah, we've already been here. Here's the party. Hi guys. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Cooper. I wonder what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Bet you any money it's Sistinian. Ooh. I might take one, just to see what it looks like. We may have a small problem, Cooper. When the winds are high like this, Thingamajig invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest till the wind dies down. Whatever you say, pom-pom head. So we've got some missions up here as well. Very good. Oh, we've already been to Zenith as well. Didn't realise we'd actually been there. Wow, look at that. Hi. Okay. I'll leave you to get on with whatever it is that's going on there. Well, isn't this pleasant? This should do nicely, Cooper. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this is the place. This place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Kurthus. Off you go then. Clear our minds. It is Master Alphinaud whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Geico, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. Cool. Right, where have you gone? He is right, you know. This is no place to be separating the group. Oh, bet you've come under attack. Any money. Okay. I don't see why we needed to attack that. Oh my god, are we just clearing the entire area? Can we get up there? Yeah. Of course we can. Of course I am. Go on, up you get. Go on. I will not let this defeat me. Yeah. Oh. I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphinaud returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looks like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Good. That is if Alphinaud ever comes back. Oh, there you are. Are you okay? Oh. Few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognised firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then, but yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal a sail with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlayan dignitary. and alongside my twin became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers, how ignorant of mine own shortcomings, that hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, led to the downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. Wise words. It was only upon meeting Thingamajig that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. Truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetrating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance and with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphinaud. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have laboured. Sitting here amongst the grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon's Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power. I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Thingamajig of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not, but I shall. Doubt not, but that I shall, Dragoon. That was a difficult sentence to get out. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. I will take the Rami robe of casting. Quick sip of my drink. And let's see what this looks like. It probably looks stupid. I'm just sorting my thing. Oh, it looks a bit similar to the, what was it? Was it the Demons? Was it that one? Yeah, it's quite similar to that. In fact, it's very similar to that. Cool. Let's go. Ooh, this has the look of a dungeon. Morgan is gazing meaningfully at the path to Zenith. The campfire was so cosy, I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Thingamajig back to the skies above Zenith, I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on the shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now. It's all the same to you. Good luck, Kupo. It was nice knowing you. Charming bastard. Well, we are adventurers. This is what we do. You're an ugly son of a bitch. Look at the state of that. Right. Onwards to victory. Ooh, is it just my imagination or are we moving a bit quicker? I think my mount speed might have increased. Does it tell you it does? Why is that scrolling down? Yeah, mount speed in the churning mists has increased. Okay then. Have we been here before? Yes, we have. So we need to go up and into the middle of here. This looks like it was once a grand structure. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, this doesn't go inside. Or maybe this is inside, but there's no walls anymore. Oh, there's an aether current. That'll do me. Thank you very much. How many is that now? Is that 4? Three. Burp. Well, that was more tuneful than I thought it was going to be.
なんだこれは。ドラゴン族の言語か。だが頭の中に直接響くようなこの感覚は。
ああ、清流よ。覚えておいででしょうか。かつて私はドラバニアの地であなたに出会い、全てを知ったものです。真実を、そしてあなたが愛した芝の心を。
Thought he might react that way.
私は芝の魂を呼び下ろし、この身に宿すことで知ったのです。彼女の汚れなき心を。
Don't piss him off, he's gonna kill you.
私は竜と人との融和を願い、彼女の芝のよりしろとなったのです。
That's risky business. Oops, I just bashed my microphone.
そんな、それでは私は。
Oh dear. It's all been a lie.
清流よ。だがそれでも我々は命を賭してこの地に来た。竜と人の因果を断ち切るためここまで歩んできたのです。その心だけは決して幻想などではない。どうかこの不毛な争いを止めるためにあなたの力を。
I'm going to tell you a story about how you're absolute bastards. Oops. Hang on a minute. So, I'm assuming the Elezen have unnaturally long life or immortality. Is that due to the fact that they did all this?
Snodoan kin ulteda maas mornish.
Ooh.
「それを信じろというのか。俺たちイシュガルドの民が聞いて育ってきた千年戦争のそれとはあまりに異なる。
Unixai eski listain, non mihi hisike, kua ala ein el. Sai an ursin fa an thon nizeg.
Think we've had our answer.
Non wo I alamon a. Skor esk mik I es. Nes soi an in, do in an, olodra.
異端者たちのことか。
Sale, born I nesh iratatoska kin fo elna. Sith is nesh dokin an.
まさか
Is ros esh idran. Oloson inizeg. Non nish I esk diedran en. Wa ulwa skola es alakin el andranken. Mondo.
見たことがあるぞ。異端者たちがドラゴンの姿に変身するのを。なんということだ。では我々やイシュガルドの民が戦ってきたドラゴン族の中にも。
We've been killing Ishgardians.
War ulmon ala an as drago. Kawol smain kol su thrahal seskmoni. Se an in kinizeg.
Don't
常々思
Do
っ
it.
ていたことがある。
Oh, I thought you were going to attack it then.
ニーズヘックが本気になればいつでもイシュガルドなど滅ぼせるだろうにと。これで特進が言った。粒子戦争を続けることが奴にとっての復讐であり、妹に捧げる鎮魂歌というわけか。
Ice in drago. Ale inia in.
やはり人の裏切りが発端だというなら目を返してシャイを伝えなくては。
Ja an. Lis as an in. En tu ole ul in an hes isu. Mik du set in sohi. Nosta e. No lis as dui for fa in. Ka. En isi a uldran as niseg for. En lai as nesh I an iratatoska. En sith som ishi eskfa ulgar los an. Snosk for an. Non an lis I an. Skol ilens an. Skol.
Oh, Oh no, we've come all this way for nothing. What's to be done? Thingamajig was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power. The will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what I heard, or what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Oh no. And we level up. We acquire Ruin Mastery 3. Okay.
さて、お前たちはこれからどうするつもりなんだ？
東へ？何があるというんだ？
俺の持つ竜の目を通じて奴の気配を感じる。その
まさか貴様。
今さら止めるつもりではなかろうな。俺は約束通りフレースベルグとの対話のためこれまで力を貸してきた。氷の巫女よ、お前の試みが失敗した今、コートを救う方法はただ一つ。
人が犯した罪の深さを聞いてなお、それでも粒子戦争を続けるつもりか。
I think what he's driving at is ending the war.
いいや、ここでケリをつけてやるさ。
Yeah.
俺の手でニーズヘッグを殺す。
待ってくれ。賞賛はあってのことなのか。今も感じたフレースベルグのとてつもない力、ニーズヘッグもその七大天竜の一翼なんだぞ。イシュガルドの守りを固め、全戦力を投じて迎撃してさえ勝てるかどうか。それを敵地に乗り込んで倒すなどと。
手はあるさ。こちらには竜の目があるからな。光の戦士の協力があればやりようはある。
Ah, so you're enlisting me, are you?
とはいえ、奴の居所をつかまなければ話にならん。いずれにせよ、まずは竜の巣を見つけるのが先決だ。
なんという狂乱の歴史なのだ。結局血で血を洗うことでしか解決できないのか。
歴史とはそういうものだ。そしてそれは人も同じ。俺
何もできなかった。私のしてきたことは、私は夢を見ていたのか。すべては氷結の幻想だと。
放っておけ。今のそいつに何を話しても無駄だ。貫く意志の槍が折れたやつにもはや用はない。
It's harsh, but he does be spitting truth. We have a job to do, and yeah, we don't have time. Well then. Quest accepted. End the war. Yes, we will leave it there for now. That was an unfortunate... what do you have to say? What false god is this Shiva? What manner of phantom have I welcomed into my heart? Oh dear. Let's give her a hug. Hug the air. Right. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. We will pick up our crusade, which now appears just to be to outright murder Nidhogg and end the war. We'll pick that up next time. But for now, thank you very much for watching. And it's goodbye from me, Carbuncle, and Fat Cat. See you later.